Now let's bring it to the table. Look at the candidates that we have in our party. Look at how they emerged, and look at the candidate from the other party. I would not want to. The name just give me a ick. Look at the candidate from the other party. Look at how they emerged. That should tell you something, right? It screams fraud. It screams negligence. It screams imposition. Some people will tell you that they did not have primary elections, or they did not even have consensus candidates in the other party. But I really don't care about their party actually, so I'm just going to focus on what we have in PDP. Now, you know there's a difference between not knowing what to do and understanding that you need to surround yourself with capable hands that can help you actualize your dream. We have that in PDP. So you cannot know it all. There's no island. But you will not surround yourself with beetle flies that cannot help your career, that cannot help your thinking faculty, that cannot help your thought process. The difference in PDP is, yes, we know that you can't be an Igikon or Dagbo, so you can't do it alone. Yes, you're there, you're the face of, either the constituency, the local government, the state. At the same time, you need to surround yourself with people that are smart. Like I said, I'm not the spokesperson of the party, and I'm not the spokesperson of any candidate. But I'm just talking about the beauty in PDP and the reason people should actually support the PDP candidates, in the coming election. They have people that listen. You know our houses. How many of these people can you go to their houses now? How many of them can you go and knock on their door? Can they give you? Will they even answer you if you knock on their door? Everybody knew how accessible government house was when we were there. Tell me, can you go inside that government house now? Not that I didn't do some projects, but the projects that was done, if you look at the figures behind those projects, you look at it and you see the project they do in other states, and then you wonder, like, how are they coming about this figure? Look at Paratel. That's about 16 point something billion naira. You look at the ICC they are building, you look at the KWRS structures they're building, you look at the roads they constructed, and you hear the figures that these things were constructed or are being constructed, and then it takes you back into your seat and you're like, really? And then you see the IGR, you see the federal allocation that comes, you see the figures, and you look at it and you try to translate the development in the state to the figures that it's coming, and then you're like, something is fishy. And then people are like, oh, Shayla, like, where's it going? Everything is literally happening in GRA in one section, and the figures are absurd. And for us in PDP, our leader will always say something: be classy. We play politics, but we don't play dirty politics. Even if you want to take it to the mud, like my Oga did, like my leader did when he did take, the governor through the mud, when he had to actually tell him about his certificate. I mean, that needed to be said. When we want to do our things, we do it the classy way. And there's a difference between somebody who went to school and has educated followers, who is rumored to have a questionable certificate, and also, what kind of followers do you think that person will have? So our leader has told us to be classy, play politics, but leave bitterness out of it. Even if we want to call them out, we do it in a very classy and unique way. You won't see me calling somebody like some unwarranted names the way they would do. We saw how they did in Otoge, and now we're seeing the backlash of the Otoge. Sorry, not sorry, but and some of the followers of the people at the end of affairs right now are still doing the same thing. Mind you, they are in power, but they are the ones playing opposition. They are the ones playing cat and rat, and we don't play that way. We'll do our things. We focus mainly on issue-based. We don't do personal attacks. We don't even have time for that. We have so many things to talk about. We have so many plans to make for the people. We are so focused on planning on how we want to go into the election, what we want to do after the election, after winning the election. We really don't see people who don't matter. We have one political structure. We have one political leader, which is Dr. Bola Saraki, and any other person who is parading themselves as a candidate or a faction of the PDP is just being comical. It's obvious. It's not something that they have to explain to you. So I would not want to dwell on and give relevance to what is not supposed to be given relevance to, but there's practically no faction in PDP, and there's only one candidate. We have only one gubernatorial candidate, which is Engineer Kalekawu. We don't have any faction. There is no rancor. PDP it's one big family, peaceful, happy, jovial people that know what they're doing and understand what the game is about. So yeah. So I think that, not to be too confident so I don't sound a bit cocky, but I mean it's obvious. The handwriting is written on the wall. There's a difference between having an imposed candidate and having a candidate that is loved by the people. And the antecedents are there. You have somebody who has been doing so much despite the fact that he did not plan to come into politics. If you go around and ask people about Engineer Kalekawu, they'll tell you, oh, he's done this for me, he's done that for me. I mean, they gave him a nickname, Oganepa, thinking it was going to be like a bad thing, but it's actually a very beautiful name. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And if you look at the antecedents of Engineer Kalekawu, look at the things he's done, look at the people he has blessed, and he will always say something that none of his children schooled outside of Nigeria. All of his children schooled in Nigeria. Every single one of them. So if I say I should start talking about why you should vote Engineer Kalekawu, why you should support Engineer Kalekawu, I will start talking from now till next year. But you have a candidate that is loved by the people, a son of the soil, somebody that is humble, is approachable. You can just knock on his door and the door is open. If you have engineer's number and you call him, he picks up your phone. Do you understand? You have somebody that is that accessible. Compared to people that ruled for 8 years, almost 8 years, they have a zero-door policy. When I mean zero door, there's no even door for you to enter. So there's no even, who do you want to go and talk to? And then you're having somebody, that same person, imposing another person. And there's a group called the G15. They had a rally, and if you look at the things on the placards that they wrote, they said that Danladi is a worse version of AA, and I cannot disagree with them even more. It's obvious. The handwriting is clearly written on the wall. I'm not here bashing anybody, but it's just what you can tell from what is happening. Okay, so I'm not the spokesperson of Engineer Kalekawu, and I also categorically cannot speak for the party, but I'm sure that with the information I have, you have a candidate, a governor to be in Engineer Kalekawu, who is so humble, who is so amazing, is attentive, he listens, he's a very good listener. Excuse me. And how you know a good leader is how much he listens to you. You cannot have these qualities in somebody and then you're scared that you're not going to get the best of the person. Mind you, Engineer Kalekawu has a leader in Senator Saraki. You don't expect that person to be your pillar and you will not give your best. And I see how much IGR the state is making. I see how much FAC is coming, and this is what we have. Like this is what we have. Okay, come on. Not like I was expecting any better, but don't disappoint me that bad. So 0.5 minus 0.5. Actually, it's a minus.
Well, I don't know if you got to the innovation hub.
Oh, I did. So the innovation hub, we have Temi is doing amazingly well. Temi is an amazing guy. I feel like that's one of the most successful things he's done in this administration. And thanks to the fact that he has capable people there. There is Zuma Yaya is there, and then there's Temi there. Those two people are amazing, right? And then look at the figures that place also is consuming, and the figures that place consumed when they were building it. And then you look at it again that but one try, at least the end function. Do you get? That one is functioning. So it's just like, okay, my tax money is not wasted. But like you look at the other things, there's the sugar factory, what do they call it? There is the garment factory. Is it up? Is it running? There is one thing, Tonkosi or Nokinik or not. Now Pirate Hotel is still there, it's not completed. And then I saw the room, I saw the pictures of the room. It's still the same bed frame that is there. It's not different from what was there. and you're telling me 16.4 billion naira was used to build that place? I mean, the only thing that I see that is working is that innovation of, and because for once in the history of this government, they thought to themselves and put capable people in charge. I mean, those people, they are my people, and they are trying. But the figures again, the figures are not adding up, please. So we do respect the law, and you know, sometimes I'm quite disappointed in the governor. That's Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, because he's from a family that should understand the law better. And the fact that he breaks the law and he uses the law as a tool to oppress people, it's just quite disappointing. You know, looking at, you know, the family history and how much history that family holds when it comes to, you know, law and constitution, and then you find that person constantly breaking the law, constantly using the law or using the judiciary as a tool to suppress the media and suppress people you perceive as your enemy. Is nothing but disappointing. I'm not disappointed, right? School is actually not a scam, and with the decisions some people take, you can actually tell and understand that, oh well, school is not a scam. I've always been a strong advocate for, you know, women in politics, and of course the girl child in politics. It's an important conversation that we cannot stop having. I understand that the politics seems very scary. It can come off as, you know, a very tough terrain, but trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. Yes, it can be bad as it looks. It's something that we have to do. It's a necessary evil. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a necessary evil. I always say something, right? You don't want to be there. You keep complaining that they're making life difficult for you, but you're not part of the structure. Like, you don't want to be a part of people that would make decisions for your life. I joined politics, although yes, I was born into politics, you know, my dad and all this kind of stuff, but actively I joined politics in 2018, and it's been nothing but beautiful. I like the fact that, okay, there's a sense of belonging that comes with, you know, I know that if I vote and you do anything, I'll say that I voted for you. Like, I can beat my chest and say that I voted for you, this is what you're doing that I don't like. But some people don't even have voters cards. They don't even know their local government. They don't even know the ward that they come from, you know, and they keep complaining. So as a young woman, as a young girl, as a girl child who is 18 to 35, and you've been looking for like the perfect opportunity for you to join politics, I promise you the best time is now. The best time is now. It's a not so comfortable area, but I promise you, you will get used to it. Politics is our day-to-day life. We cannot but be a part of it. Like, don't fight a battle that is not yours. See, I've seen people who you would swear that they are sworn enemies, and they will meet applications and they will laugh, they will hug, they will shake themselves. But you, who is a data boy that is on 20,000 naira, will be fighting somebody that can change your life tomorrow because of a leader that probably does not even send you, probably does not even reach you. You know, I understand that politics comes with a lot of emotions, it comes with a lot of adrenaline, you're eager to say something. I'm not pure myself, but you know, we need to do it carefully. I feel like I have a lot of friends in APC that we can be bantering ourselves on Twitter, and we're in my store gisting, but like online we're there giving like odd gospels. Not that some people don't take it out of context, some people do, and that's where emotional intelligence comes in. It's not, you cannot avoid people will burn bridges will burn, but then what happens after the election? You know, election will come and go, but people we're still going to be here. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. It's just life. But then you want to fight people for somebody that probably is children are somewhere chilling with the same children of people you are fighting with. Like, they are probably drinking wine, clicking glasses, chairs somewhere gisting over some random things, and you're there trying to like fight somebody that probably does not even send you. So I've seen a lot of things play out, and this election is quite different, and it's going to be very tough. I don't expect it to. I feel like it's probably a repeat of 2019 that is coming again. And now the major battle is coming from their own party themselves. So now it's, instead of PDP and APC, it's APC versus APC. Then a section of the APC maybe versus PDP, because we really don't intend to engage with them. This is like the perfect opportunity for us to, right a lot of wrongs. This is the perfect opportunity for us to show you how things should be done properly. We've tasted, Yoruba will say something. We've tasted A, we've tasted B, and clearly, the ball is in your court for you to, judge where you want to continue and where you want to go. But let me help you direct your ball. Come to PDP, right? Support PDP, support our party, support our candidates, So this is the perfect opportunity for me to tell you, as an individual, as a voter, as a citizen of Kwara State, to please support PDP, support Engineer Kaleka, support every single person that comes under the umbrella of PDP. Thank you so much.